Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So here's the look I'll be doing for you today. I wanted to do something really kind of dramatic, and I really wanted to use some glitter. So I did this really dramatic neutral look, very smoky with a cut crease and lots of glitter. And also with this look, I did use some of my favorite neutral shadows, but you could totally do this look with like the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. If you had that, I just didn't want to use it because I've used it a lot of times recently. So yeah, let's just get right into the look and show you how I got this eye look. So to start out with, I am priming my eyes as always, and I'm using Maybelline Fit Me Concealer for this look. Basically, I just like to use recently whatever concealer I use on my face. I just use that to prime my eyes, just to kind of even out my eyelid space. So I'm going into this palette. This is basically a palette I put together of just all my favorite eyeshadows. Various brands, ColourPop, Makeup Geek, MAC, but it's just like my favorite colors. I wanted to have like one big all-in-one palette of colors I really love. So this first color I'm using is Tete-a-Tint from MAC, just to get a nice base color down in our crease. And then I'm going in with Saddle from MAC on a smaller brush. I'm pretty sure all the brushes, for the most part I use today, are from Morphe. So yeah, I'm going to start blending Saddle into the crease on top of Tete-a-Tint. And with this look, I did a lot of just like layering from super light to super dark. You guys know I do that a lot. It's a great way to just get like a super nice blend. So here I'm going in with Swiss Chocolate from MAC. And again, layering that in the crease. I layered like 4 colors in the crease, yeah. So just adding that right on top to deepen it up. And then I like to go back and forth between my brushes to really blend it out. And then I'm going to be taking I'm Into It from MAC and putting that in the crease again right on top of the other colors, and this is just going to get us this really nice fade, so that everything looks super blended out. Since I am going to go in with black, I like to make sure I have a lot of transition shades first. So now I'm going to go in with Carbon from MAC, and I'm taking this on a smudger brush and I'm placing it first in the outer corner where I want it to be. And then once you have it placed exactly where you want it to be, I'm going to go back in with the blending brush, and when it has a little bit of I'm Into It on it, and use that to sort of buff it into the colors I already had down. Then we're going to start cutting the crease. So I'm using the same exact concealer, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and my favorite little cut crease brush, which is an American Painter number 10 brush. And I'm going to cut my crease with that concealer, and I cut across the crease, and then I pack it on the lid. And then I'm taking I'm Into It just to soften from the concealer into the black, so there's like a nice fade. So to get the glitter to stick, I like to use the MAC Mixing Medium Eyeliner. This is my kind of go-to for putting on glitter, but I also do like the Too Faced glitter glue. I've used that before, but this is just like my favorite. And for the glitter today, I'm going to be using the MAC Yellow Gold Glitter, which is one of the new shades, and just packing that right over top of that base. And I like to use the brush that I applied the base with because it's a little sticky still. It's still got some base on it. So when you pick up the glitter, it really like grabs onto the glitter out of the little container, and it makes it just a little less messy so the glitter's not flying everywhere. But basically just putting that down all over the lid, and then I'm taking I'm Into It again on this little brush and packing it right along the edge of the glitter, so the glitter kind of has that fade. So you can see it almost looks like a darker glitter, but there isn't. It's just that I'm Into It color kind of fading on top of it. So I'm reapplying a little concealer under my eye, just so I have a base down for the lower colors on the bottom of the eye. And for the bottom of the eye, I just took the exact same colors from the top and put them right on the bottom, starting from the lightest and building it up to the black. So just basically layering just like I did on the top. And I'm finishing off with Carbon. And then once I smudged Carbon on my lower lash line, I also put it in my waterline, which I didn't show because it's kind of gross to some people, but that's what I used on my waterline instead of a black eyeliner. I just find that eyeshadow stays on longer for me. Then at the end, when I did the other eye first, I decided at the end I wanted kind of a wing shape, so I just winged it out slightly with the Carbon and I'm Into It into like a slight point on the outer corner. I'm then taking this Dazzle shadow from MAC, which I will list below because I can't remember the name right off the top of my head. It's one of the new ones, and use that as my inner corner highlight. And a Dazzle shadow is a great transition from a glitter into just like your skin tone or into another eyeshadow, or you know, into whatever, because it is super glittery and it kind of makes the glitter, it makes it so there's not such a harsh transition from like straight up glitter to like inner corner color. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it does. So we're gonna get into the foundation now. So for foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Colorstay. Just kidding, Maybelline Superstay, hello. And I'm mixing those two colors, 110 and 128, which are my two like light and dark colors. And I basically kind of mix them based on how dark I am at any given time. So I mixed them together. I think I did 2 pumps of the dark and 1 pump of the light, and then just applying that all over, blending in with a beauty blender. My skin has been super dry lately, so I can really only use beauty blender to blend in my foundation as of right now. And then I'm going to go in with my under eye concealer. It's the same Maybelline Fit Me Concealer again. And I'm just reapplying that. I know I already put it under my eye, but I'm just doing it so that there is some brightness under my eye, because when I did my foundation, it sort of took away that bright look under the eye. So I just kind of want to enhance that again. And then I also did apply that concealer down the center of my face as always, just to balance out the brightness on the face so there's not just brightness under the eye, and because then the skin will kind of look unbalanced. To set all those highlighted areas, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix Perfecting Powder in Extra Light, and I'm using a Morphe G2 to apply that. And I kind of just pressed that on all those areas I highlighted, and then lightly kind of blended it out. And when I say blended out, basically I just kind of dabbed away, kind of like around all those highlighted areas like you see there. But I didn't like heavily set my whole face. To contour and bronze, I'm using this Baiana bronzer from MAC. This came out with last year's summer collection, and I wouldn't use it. However, it is coming out apparently again with this year's summer collection. So you'll be able to get your hands on it if you didn't last year. It's just a really great bronzer that's not super orange. You guys know I hate that. This is more of a neutral bronzer, kind of yellow undertone. Highly recommend this color if you can get your hands on it when it comes out again this summer. For a blush, I'm using New Romance Mineral Blush from MAC, applying that on the cheeks and kind of blending that out. And this is a Morphe G3, I believe. And I just like to apply my blush on my cheeks and then sort of take the extra and go like on my nose and my chin and stuff. So then I'm highlighting with Trophy Wife from Fenty Beauty. I actually like literally have only used this once, maybe, since I bought it, which was like months ago. So I decided to kind of pull it out here and get some use out of it. So I applied that all over the areas I usually highlight. But I did feel like it was a little dark on me. So I went back with that color I used on my inner corner and just layered that on top. That way it wasn't as dark of a yellow. It was more, I don't know, it kind of lightened it up, made it a little more light. So now I'm going to go on my lips. This is actually a new lip liner, which I know, crazy. It's from Sephora. I'll list it below. It's one of their gel lip liners. I love this formula, first of all. They're only $12, and this color is like the perfect, like grayish mauvey pink. I'm obsessed with this color. So I applied that, and then I'm applying MAC Arrowhead lipstick. It was limited edition, but you know, any kind of like light nudie color would work. So that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry I keep having to do voiceovers, but like with the baby, sometimes she's like in a good mood, sometimes she's in a bad mood, and a lot of the time she'll just start like freaking out in the middle of a video and I have to like calm her down. So it's just easier for me at this moment in time to do voiceovers, because if I'm talking and she has a moment, like then, you know, the video is ruined and I have to start over. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't yet, and I will see you next time. Bye.